Why are we obsessed with people who ignore us? There's something painfully magnetic about being ignored by someone we crave attention from. It doesn't make sense at first. Why would we want the person who pulls away, goes silent, or makes us feel invisible? Yet that absence becomes intoxicating. We replay their last message, overanalyze their tone, stalk their social media, and wonder, what did I do wrong? The truth is, it's not really about them, it's about us. We become obsessed because the rejection activates deep emotional wounds, abandonment, unworthiness, the need for validation. When someone ignores us, especially after showing interest, it creates a psychological tension called intermittent reinforcement, the same thing that makes slot machines addictive. The rare moments of attention feel like a win, making us chase even harder for the next one. On top of that, our ego takes a hit. We start obsessing not because they're so special, but because we want to prove our worth to them to feel chosen. It becomes less about love and more about self-worth wrapped in emotional chaos. In the age of constant connection, being ignored feels like emotional starvation, and we chase even harder just to feel full again. But the obsession is a mirror. It shows us what we're still healing from. It asks, why are you begging for breadcrumbs when you deserve a feast? In the silence of the one who ignores us, our inner child often screams the loudest. And until we recognize that our worth is not dependent on their attention, the obsession continues to grow. Real freedom begins the moment we stop needing to be chosen and start choosing ourselves instead. That it's easy to confuse obsession with love, especially when rejection is involved. But obsession thrives in uncertainty. It feeds off what's missing. The more someone pulls away, the more our mind fills the silence with fantasy, what ifs, and illusions of potential. We don't really know this person, but we build a version of them in our minds that satisfies a craving we've carried for years. Often, we're not chasing them, we're chasing closure, validation, or the feeling of finally being enough for someone. The problem is, the more we try to win over someone who ignores us, the more we ignore ourselves. We stop asking, do I actually like this person? And instead become obsessed with being liked. That's not connection, it's a power imbalance wrapped in emotional desperation. Social media and dating apps have only made this worse. We see their likes, stories, and online status, and we spiral. One moment of silence feels like proof of rejection. We interpret delayed replies as emotional detachment. This environment amplifies our anxiety and gives our inner wounds a digital playground. What we often overlook is that this obsession is a red flag not about them, but about our own emotional state. Why are we attracted to the unavailable? Why does emotional distance feel like something we have to fix? Many of us grew up learning that love must be earned. That affection is conditional, scarce, and unstable. So when someone ignores us, it subconsciously mimics a pattern we knew from childhood. The wound reopens, and we become obsessed not with the person, but with rewriting the story we never healed from. True love is mutual, steady, and secure. It doesn't leave you guessing. If someone makes you feel confused, anxious, or unworthy, it's not a mystery to solve. It's a sign to walk away. The obsession is not about desire. It's about Lakouv's self-love, of closure, of emotional safety. Healing begins when we stop glorifying emotional unavailability and start asking ourselves, why do I keep wanting the ones who don't want me back? The moment you stop chasing the one who ignores you is the moment you start returning to yourself. That's where the real love begins.